mermaid in the background. That's not good, is it? No. It's not good. Hello everybody, I hope you're well. So I was going to do a 2015 travel highlights video, and then in my last one I asked you what you wanted to see, and a whole bunch of you said you want to see the best and worst moments of 2015. So, well, that's what I'm going to do. I have already made the highlights video. It's just like a montage of all my favourite clips from the year, so I'll put that in at the end. But as requested, here are my best and worst travel moments of 2015. So a best moment early on in the year, it was on my bucket list, and that was learning how to surf. I learned how to surf with my sister in Perth, funnily enough. I think we're going in a couple of days' time as well. We literally just looked on Groupon and saw that there were some lessons going really cheap in a beach that's not far from here, and we went, and then we went every single week after that, like just hiring boards and practicing, and it was so much fun. I don't think I'm ever going to become a pro surfer, I'm going to be honest, but definitely if there are any good surf beaches anywhere I go now, I'll definitely rent a board. Since Perth, I also surfed in Costa Rica and Nicaragua and also Bali. A worst moment was definitely splitting from my friends in Central America. Although it did end up working out the best for the both of us, it wasn't the original plan, and it was a bit shit that it didn't work out, I won't lie. There were tears. But then a best moment was actually going solo for the first time properly. It was liberating, it forced me to step outside of my comfort zone, it made my Spanish improve like 10 times faster, I made friends much easier, I was free, and it was amazing. And a worst moment, so earlier on in the year, I lost my big toenail. I stupidly stubbed it really hard on a rock while drunk in Nicaragua. It was just loose for a few days, and then it became vile and infected, and I had to get a doctor in Honduras to come and clean it, and then it finally fell off in Guatemala. Oh, the things I don't share with you in my vlogs. But then an obvious best moment was learning to scuba dive and getting my PADI certification. It was on my bucket list for the year originally, but honestly, when I said it, I genuinely didn't think it was actually going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be feasible. I didn't plan on doing it in Central America. We didn't even have Honduras on our itinerary for Central America. But it was after I split from my friends in Nicaragua, I kind of just had a fuck this shit attitude and spontaneously went to Utila to learn to scuba dive. And it was without a doubt the best decision that I ever made, because scuba diving is now my new favourite hobby, and I have scuba dived in 4 different countries already. And a worst moment was being rejected my second year working holiday visa for Australia. I went back to Australia from London specifically in August, so I had enough time to do my regional work to get my second year working holiday visa. I started woofing, and it was all great up until immigration decided that they were going to change their rules on volunteering, saying that you need to have a payslip to make it count. I was like, oh shit. And then the rule changed again, and they were like, if you've already started volunteering, then you can carry on, but you need to be doing it full time to just do 3 months. Otherwise, it has to be 88 days, not including the weekends, which is what I was doing. I was just working part-time. But I didn't plan for this. Like, I allowed myself a good 3 to 4 months, but I needed a good 4 to 5 months. And so basically, I wasn't able to complete my work before my visa expired, and I went to immigration in person. I said, is there anything and they can do? And they were ruthless. They were horrible to me, actually. They were just like, no. They didn't even say sorry. They were just like, you can't get your second year visa. There's nothing you can do. I was just like, oh, all right. I'm actually uploading the vlog of how I was like during that time very soon, so keep an eye out for that. And then a best moment was moving to Sydney. It was my favourite city in the world besides London before I went, and that opinion still stands now. I loved working in a hostel, I loved the vibe there, and it kind of just confirmed to me that everything really does happen for a reason. I would have never have gone and worked in Sydney if I had completed my regional work. And in Central America, I would have never learnt to scuba dive if I hadn't split from my friends. So remember kids, shit happens, but it happens for a reason, so just try and forgive and forget as best you can so you can move on to better things. Or as my grandma loves to say, the best is yet to come. And a worst moment. I had my DSLR 600D camera stolen in Bali. Like last week, literally. I'm surprisingly not overly fussed about it. I actually don't think it's quite kicked in yet that I won't have it anymore, but that's why these videos are being filmed on my iPhone. And a best moment, we've got to finish on a best, and it's just Bali in general. I was there for 10 days with one of my best friends from home, Helena, and it was just amazing. We did have all of our accommodation booked because it was very close to Christmas, but other than that, I really hadn't thought much about the trip at all. I booked it because I had to leave Australia to switch from my working holiday visa to a tourist visa. And I knew it was close, so I thought it sounded nice. It's now one of my favourite places that I've ever travelled to, and I absolutely loved it. And that is it for my best and worst travel moments of 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. It certainly has been a whirlwind of a year. I've learned a lot, and I'm so much more confident now, and it's made me really excited for more adventures in 2016. My next video will be my 2016 travel bucket list. How exciting. But for now, please enjoy my little montage of 2015 travel highlights. Things that you may haven't have seen towards the end of the montage are coming up in vlogs very soon. 3, 2,